Just ran out of breast milk, and that means we have to go on formula. So I feel like we should do a 6-ounce bottle.
He's still using a newborn nipple on those bottles. Is that bad?
Read the instructions. I need to do 3 scoops. Thanks for cleaning the bottle out.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Both boys are playing. Okay, step 1, we gotta use some reverse osmosis water. And now let's crack open the tub. Hope there's a scoop inside. I'm guessing there is. Oh.
You might have to microwave it first.
Oh, you can't put the formula in until it's microwaved?
Yeah.
Plopping this sucker in the microwave. I guess that's what you do. I'm now going to take the temperature with my sterile meat thermometer. 115 is what it's saying. So I'm going to dump some of this out in the sink and then put some cold water in. Now let's check the temperature for like the 50 millionth time. Okay, I think this thermometer is broken because the room temperature water coming out of the tap is saying 105 degrees, and that is not 105 degrees. 2 scoops. Here we go. 1 scoop, 2 scoop, and 3. There we go. 3 scoops.
How many ounces?
For 6 ounces.
Really?
Yeah, shake this bad boy up, and I guess that's all it is.
Hey, my name's Tommy, and I'm a pediatrician, and becoming a new parent can be hard and comes with a lot of challenges, and there's no owner's manual, and there's so much to know. So how do we properly mix formula? So first off, there's different types of formula. There's liquid concentrate, ready to feed, and powder formula. We're going to be talking about how to mix powder formula. So first, we're going to cover some basics. So number 1, make sure to read the instructions very carefully, just as Josh did here. You want to make sure that you have the exact amount of water for the exact amount of formula, because if you water down formula, it can be very dangerous for your baby. Number 2, make sure everything's clean. That means the bottle, the nipple, any part of the bottle, and the person that's feeding the baby or preparing the bottle, or both people, that their hands are cleaned very well. Next up, use drinkable water, meaning safe water. Most municipal tap water is safe for drinking, but make sure you clarify with your city's source of water and that it is safe to drink. If you are using tap water, it's important to use cool tap water and not hot tap water. With hot tap water, that can bring the water softener into it, and those salts can bring out impurities from the pipes that then could contaminate the formula. If you are using well water, it's very important that it's tested every single year. And then if there is any concern about bacteria being in the water source, you can boil it, let it cool, and then use that. Of course, you can buy distilled water and use that, but not everyone has that luxury. Now, it is important for babies under the age of 6 months old that you warm their formula, and the reason being is they have a harder time regulating their body temperature. Now, there's a few different ways that you could do this. I would not recommend using the microwave as they use in this video, just because different pockets in that fluid could be a lot hotter than other parts of it, and it could burn the baby's mouth. Microwaving it can also mess with some of the ingredients within formula. So what do you do instead of microwaving? So a couple things that you could do is run the formula in the bottle under a hot water source for a few minutes to warm it up. The other thing that you could do is get a big bowl of hot water and then set the formula in the bottle in that for 5 to 10 minutes. And then you want to make sure to test this formula to make sure it's not too hot. And a great way to do that is just to take the formula and take a couple of drops right on your wrist and make sure that it's not too hot. As the baby gets older and they can regulate their temperature better, they may actually start preferring just room temperature, and that makes things quite a bit easier. Okay, finally, how do we mix it? So number 1, read the instructions very carefully. Number 2, put the safe drinking water in the bottle first, then add the powder mix. After you have it all mixed up, make sure to test it and make sure that it's not too warm for your kiddo, and then you can feed your child. It is important to know that after you have mixed the formula, if you go directly to feeding, that can only be used within 1 hour. After an hour, the rest of it needs to be discarded. If you did not immediately feed your baby with the formula, let's say they fell asleep, and you just put a lid on it and put it in the refrigerator, that will stay for 24 hours. Now, there are so many things that we could talk about formula that we cannot just include in one video. So it is important to know that it is very individual to your child, the type of formula they're using, their medical history, if they're born premature, not born premature. So since I'm not able to cover absolutely everything about formula in this one video, what I will do is include some links in the comments below so that you guys can go and read up on your own. And of course, if you have any questions whatsoever, make sure to contact your pediatrician to talk about mixing it for your baby. Matt and Abby, congratulations on growing your family, and I hope these tips on mixing formula helps.